Hi, this is Hiro Yoshida. And in my group we're Team 2. This is Shweta, Dina, myself, and Mohammed. Key facts. HDFC offered internet banking in 2001. They're having new legacy systems, everything was state of the art, and delivered an awesome customer experience. At the end of 2008, 165 million users were doing mobile banking. 68% of the internet online bankers were 18 to 35, with 83% of those being educated men. Cashless medium was becoming more popular. Older populations still went to the bank to make withdrawal and deposits. In 2007, HDFC was targeted by a large phishing attack. Key issue. Cashless medium was on the rise. How did they secure the environment and maintain convenience for their customers? A large percentage of the population still did not utilize online or mobile banking services, maybe mostly because they were not tech savvy or because they did not trust the internet. Alternative 1. Create different levels of access with web and mobile applications to help specify the level of access needed. Read only allow transfers to other user accounts, and don't allow transfers outside of the bank. Also having different modes for novice, intermediate, and expert would help. Pros. Allow traditional demographic to have full access. Attractive for non-traditional demographic by slowly introducing them into the mobile and web experiences. Difficult for hackers to exploit even if they got access to the account. Users could learn more and more over time and up their access level. Cons. More complex to code, it would cost more money up front. Possibly more money to maintain the system. Inconvenience for the users to actually have to go to the bank to change their access level. Learning curves and not a clear ROI. Alternative 2, create partnership with cell phone manufacturers, telecom providers to devise a method of securely locking their mobile phones to their online accounts. They'd still need a login and password, but they only can be accessed through the mobile device. This would also be used to generate a unique authentication key if they're wanting to log into the website. Pros. Reduces the likelihood of a mobile account being hacked from an outside phone or PC. Security is stronger since they have worked directly with the providers and they're not using third-party development tools. Gives newer sense of security to all demographics. Cons. Not everyone has a mobile phone. Might raise the price of the mobile phone or the mobile phone service. Who pays for this? What if hackers find a way around it? And if the person loses their phone, they're in trouble and have to go through a great ordeal to replace it. Alternate 3. Use pattern and login analysis to detect attacks to the accounts. Devise the system so that an online system can, after so many attempts, lure the attacker into believing they have gained access. All the while they have gained access to a dummy account designed to keep them busy long enough to gather information about the attacker to formulate a better response, and all the while frustrate and prevent the attacker from getting access to the real account. We could also notify the real owner of the account of these attempts, giving them time to change their passwords and recall if they've interacted with anyone who might have compromised their data. Pros. Can prevent many accounts from being hacked by increasing the chance of a false account being hacked. Provides information and patterns to the bank's security. Protects users, giving authorities more information to use to go after hackers. Cons. Still has the potential to allow real accounts to be hacked. Could accidentally allow real user to log in to the fake account. There's not a clearly seen return on investment, and the analysis and IT needs to make this happen could be costly. Recommendation. Hybrid approach of alternatives 1 and 3. The need to make the site more user-friendly to target demographics is critical for continued growth. At the same time, we need to keep security good enough to foil attackers, but not so intense that it hinders customers. If a hacker gets access to a read-only account, then they are likely to move on to another target. At the same time, a good offense is a good defense. It is not enough to prevent a hacker from getting access to the account. If we waste their time and frustrate the intruder, perhaps they will quit altogether and move on to a new target, one with less security. Ideally, our goal is to get the hacker so frustrated that they rage quit.
Next key issue. HDFC should go for on-site model, that is maintain server physically at HDFC site, or go for the cloud model. Alternative 1. On-site model. Maintain both authentication and online server at HDFC data center site. Pros. Lower rate of systematic failure as servers will be integral part of HDFC network. More secure due to lower visibility as data centers are at HDFC site. Cons. Scalability is slow. Higher hardware maintenance, security and upgrade cost. Physical security and cooling system cost is additional overhead. Inefficient utilization of resources. Technology change will be taxing as it will require change in hardware infrastructure and security protocols. Higher maintenance staffing requirement. Alternative 1. Consider virtualization based on current server utilization, which is on average about 15% in most organizations. Pros. Virtualization will increase server utilization drastically. Other pros and cons are similar to on-site model. Alternative 3. Cloud model. Consider cloud computing instead of maintaining in-house server. Pros. Pay by use pricing model, that is you pay for actual usage of the resources. Scalability to meet future demand is quickly. This will give higher agility to synchronize hardware infrastructure with the market movements. Minimal staffing requirements. Physical security and cooling cost is eliminated. Long-term cost efficient model as scalability and upgrade cost for the hardware technology security cost will not be a concern. Cons. Data connection to the hosting company may be expensive. Higher rate of systematic failure. Cloud companies may be prone to security attacks due to higher visibility. Less control over where data is stored. Legal and insurance related requirements need to be addressed. Recommendation is cloud computing as it provides maximum return on investment, as it gives scalability and agility to the organization. Maintaining server on site is expensive and inefficient option in long term as human resources, physical security, cooling system and huge upgrade costs are unavoidable components.
According to the case study, only 43% of the population of India uses online banking. That means the entire 57% do not have any online transactions. Therefore, the key issue was how can banks allow more accessible way of engaging new customers, but also at the same time have secure transactions. For the first alternative, we thought that mobile phone apps would be a better option compared to computers because the rural and the older demographics do not have the access or the knowledge for online banking. Mobile phone apps are more convenient because they are cheaper than computers, have a low learning curve, can be designed for only a specific set of tasks that performs basic banking services. The disadvantage is that security can be an issue because adding more layers means having a higher technical knowledge, and also much of the data is saved in the computer, so it makes it vulnerable for attacks. For the second alternative, we designed the mobile phone apps to be more effective and efficient by adding high-level security features since smartphones and tablets are becoming more intuitive and sophisticated. This way, people could monitor and manage transactions and also get real-time alerts and notifications from the mobile bank apps. We could also add many layers of security with multi-level authentication and encryption, and also add features like biometrics, voice tracking, and signatures to ensure secure banking transactions. However, the disadvantage is that customers still prefer face-to-face interactions, and adding more security levels means having a higher experience level. And mobile banking, like any online banking, it's still vulnerable to attacks by hackers. We recommend the second alternative because having high-level security features will ensure a better ROI in the long term, and also the novice users can always be trained with consumer education programs and little investment made towards easy navigation and simple interface design for the mobile banking apps.
Hello everyone. Last key issue that I would like to talk about is the idea of having another level of secure access for the new dormant users called the secure access. Was still in process of developing a secure way for authenticating the current 20% dormant users. HDFC was trying to make two different processes for the same group of users. First alternative that I would like to propose would be is to log the last activity time on accounts, and when it crosses a certain time range, declare those users as inactive and keep them outside the operational database. Once they try to log back in, they will need a security code which will be sent to them to either their on-file phone or on-file email address. If both are outdated, they can call the bank or visit it to reactivate their online account. This would help to take load off the operational databases. It will also make the transactions more efficient as it will query only users in operational database. Few cons with this would be customers might find it unpleasing if they had to go to the bank or call the bank to activate their online account. Other alternative would be if a user doesn't use their online account for 4 to 6 months straight, deactivate their account and charge them a small activation fee if they want to reactivate their online service. The benefit of having this is that it will only attract users who actually use online service and not the users who just have it because it is provided for free. The dormant users will also start using it more often, as they would be aware that if they don't use it, their account can be deactivated. This alternative on the hindsight can result in customers shifting to another bank. I prefer the second alternative, as it will make customers to think that if they need the online banking service or not. It is a courtesy that is provided to customers for free upfront, but if they don't use it for a period of time, it will be deactivated and there will be fees to reactivate it. Thank you and have a nice day.